intense HIIT cardio. It's an excellent way to shorten and intensify your cardio for faster fat loss results. To get started, start with a low intensity interval by reducing the speed and resistance settings on the elliptical. Once you've completed your low intensity interval, increase the intensity by increasing the resistance on the elliptical settings, as well as increasing the speed at which you move your arm and legs so that you're exerting enough energy that you'd have a hard time having a conversation. This is considered your high interval. If your program has medium intensity intervals included, find a happy medium where you're still working hard but not as intense as the high intensity interval. Maintain that speed for the short period of time as given in your workout program. Once your high interval time is up, lower the speed and maintain this for the given low interval active rest period in your program. Repeat sprints are a great form of short but intense HIIT cardio. It's an excellent way to shorten and intensify your cardio for faster fat loss results. To get started, start with a low intensity interval by reducing the speed and resistance settings on the bike. Once you've completed your low intensity interval, increase the intensity by increasing the resistance on the bike settings, as well as increasing the speed at which you pedal so that you're exerting enough energy that you'd have a hard time having a conversation. This is considered your high interval. If your program has medium intensity intervals included, find a happy medium where you're still working hard but not as intense as the high intensity interval. Maintain that speed for the short period of time as given in your workout program. Once your high interval time is up, lower the speed and maintain this for the given low interval active rest period in your program. Repeat for as many. The sit-up is a traditional exercise that targets the abs. To get started, lie down on the ground with your feet firmly planted into the floor. I prefer to lock my toes in place under a stable object. With your hands behind your head, contract your core as you raise your upper torso towards your knees. Do not pull the back of your head to assist with the sit-up. All the movement comes from contracting your abs. Breathe out hard to really contract your abs hard at the top of the sit-up. Then under control, slowly lower your upper torso back to the ground while taking a deep breath in. Immediately repeat for another rep.
Lock myself in place. This exercise is going to focus on tearing apart the rectus abdominis, most of the lower region, because what you're going to do is you're going to keep your back arched like this, keep your core nice and tight, and as you come back, maintain that arch in the back, keep this nice and tight, come down, touch your shoulders and your neck to the pad for a second, and then come back up, keeping your core engaged the whole time, breathing out on the way up. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, you can also put your hands behind your head, or you can point them towards the ceiling. Just make sure wherever you put your hands.
Pulling cable crunch is a great exercise to target your abs with extra resistance. To get started, adjust the pulley of a cable machine to a high position, then attach a rope attachment to the cable. Kneel down facing the cable machine while holding the ends of each side of the rope by your ears. To begin the movement, contract your abs to crunch your chest towards your pelvis and breathe out all the air. Ensure you're bending forward using your abs, not your hips. Slowly return back to the starting position while maintaining a contraction in your abs throughout the movement. Repeat the movement, but this time aim your chest towards one of your knees. Return to the starting position, then aim your chest towards your abs. The Superman hold is an excellent movement that strengthens the lower back. To get started, lie down on the floor with your arms extended over your head and your legs straight. Squeeze your glutes to raise your legs off the ground while simultaneously contracting your lower back muscles to raise your chest and arms off the floor. At this point, you should look like Superman flying through the air. Hold for the duration of the exercise. Core exercises strengthen the obliques and help you build stability strength to hold the side plank for a longer period of time. To get started, lie down on your side with your feet stacked on top of each other. Plant your bottom forearm into the ground, contract your core, and press against the ground to raise your hips up to make a straight line from your feet to your shoulders. You can place the top of your hand on your waist, or for more challenge, extend your arm into the air. Drop your hips to lower them to just above the floor, then press your forearm and feet through the ground to get back into the side plank position. Complete all the reps on one side, then switch sides and repeat. The straight arm to forearm plank combo is an excellent variation of the core strengthening plank exercise. To get started, get into a straight arm plank position with your hands directly below your shoulders, feet shoulder width apart, and your body forming a straight line from heels to head. Under control, place one forearm on the ground followed by the other, focusing on keeping your hips square to the ground and your back flat. If you place a glass of water on your back, it shouldn't spill during this transition. Move from the forearm plank back to the straight arm plank and repeat.